Yes! Oh, can't hear you. Can you hear me? You can hear me. I won't swear at you just yet. Tim, how are you?
Hi. Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, oh, thank you for making time for us. Our house is next door, and I can hear one of your songs blasting out. My 11-year-old daughter singing "Naughty." I think
good.
at most things I've been to at school, at some time during the evening, one of your songs is being performed.
It's all right, huh?
It's brilliant.
I mean,
right?
it's an amazing thing, and also especially because I don't live in England anymore. It's such an amazing feeling to think halfway around the world these songs are still getting sung at school concerts and stuff.
Oh, mate, I'm telling you, every time. Do things like that? It didn't when you were writing that particular show, but like nowadays, now you've seen the effects of how those things can just have a life of their own. Does it make you approach things differently, more carefully, or does it give you a whole new world of freedom?
Oh, I want to know your answer to that question. I think I'm a little bit of a sort of contrary type of person. If anything, I've observed that people who have a sort of hit early in their career, even though I was in my 30s before I did anything that anyone took notice of, but like my first West End musical obviously went really well.
Yeah.
And I think I've observed that when people do that, often they spend the rest of their life chasing that same thing again. And I have very deliberately gone, well, I don't ever need to write another Matilda. That was, lightning in a bottle. It was a moment in time and a group of people and a source text that really gelled with me. I think if anything, certainly for theatre, I think my writing will just get more complex and less accessible and more obscure.
Oh, really?
And I'm happy with that. I want to explore what the form can do. I don't want to try and repeat Matilda. That doesn't interest me.
Yeah. Tim, just rewind a little bit. What was like your light bulb moment for music? Was there a song or a time where it just all of a sudden was like, this is what I want to do?
So it wasn't until my late 20s, until after I've been writing songs. I mean, I started writing songs when I was 10, but I didn't really believe I could be a songwriter until long after I was.
Whenever we speak to our peers, I think most of us, I think 50-50. I think most of us think, wow, I can't believe I'm still getting away with this. But then there is a point as well where you take a gig on and you go, I can do this. I know how to do this, and you just get on with it.
Well, even though when the Royal Shakespeare Company asked me to write Matilda, I can't read or write music. I'm not trained, and I thought Royal Shakespeare Company, and I'm just some guy from West Australia. I'm thinking, why aren't they asking someone proper? But another part of me was like, damn right, you should be asking me.
Right.
Anyone else will screw this up. I have definitely, part of me thinks artists are some mystical creature and I'm not one of them. And another part of me is the opposite. Another part of me is very, very sure that I know what I'm doing.
Yes. How much of, you are a songwriter, but you're also an actor, you're also an artist, you also tour. How important is that to break up? Because I've got so many friends and all they do every day is write songs. And I just think, how the hell do you do that every day? How important is being an artist and a musician to sort of take you out of the studio, I guess?
I think it's probably hugely important, and it's, I guess I don't know any other way, because even in my 20s when, I sort of broke out in when I turned 30, and in all those years before, when I was really struggling, I would be writing songs for some youth theatre company or a Shakespeare in the Park, and then I'd be doing a wedding band, and then I'd be in some disco gig, and then I'd play some jazz standards at a piano bar, and then I'd be off writing songs for my original show, and then I'd go do a play, and I'd do a short film with a friend. It's always been part of my DNA is that there is no, people always go, so what if you could choose one of the things you do, what would you do? And I'm like, the thing I do is all the stuff. That's my thing. And I think it all informs, and for you, I mean, you've written for stage and film, and you tour and you write. I mean, it all helps you be better, I think. I would be very scared of going stale if I had to go in and, you know, hit the studio every day and meet 3 songwriters and try and come up with a hit.
I get a lot of correspondence of people, you know, how do I get onto YouTube? How do you do this?
I know, it's hard
like
these days.
They're like looking for shortcuts all along the way, and I always try and say to everyone, listen, there's one thing, there's one trick you could learn. Just be really, really good.
That's what I always say. Unfortunately, I have to just get good.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. It takes a long time.
Yeah, that's it. Just be...
And I'm still no good.
Just be better than everyone else you can think of.
I know.
Hey, listen, thank you so much. What's next for Tim Minchin, then? What are you up to?
Well, I'm just trying to get heaps written. I made this TV show last year that did well, so a lot of it for me is what's the next. I'm really enjoying writing scripts and the whole acting thing, but I've also got another musical on the boil, which I'll tell you about off the record at some point.
Lovely.
And again, it's darker. It's more complex even than Groundhog Day, let alone Matilda. So I'm just sort of going down the rabbit hole.
All right, mate. Right. I hope to see you soon.
See you, mate.
See
Thanks
you soon.
So much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Bye now. Bye.